Well, hello, and welcome back to Casa Rodriguez Garden. Today is May the 31st, the very last day of May. And we are going to show you what has been in progress since we started this. But I did want to let you know that if you have broken clay pots, such as a chimenea or just clay pots like that are broken, you can actually use them as yard art. And I got quite a few over here. So anyway, this is of course the island of Hilo of Oahu that we call. We have just named certain things, but again, I was going to show you. You can sort of hold something up, and instead of throwing that away, you can use your broken clay pots to hold things up. And but anyhow, so we went to Lowe's, and they had these timbers that are normally $4 on sale for $1.97, and we bought those. Actually, Home Depot had an ad because we had to get 17 of them, and Lowe's went ahead and gave us their price. So that was pretty cool. So if you see an ad in the paper and it's not where you normally shop, they will match your price over at Lowe's. So again, those are 8 foot. They don't cut them, so if we're going to need some 4-footers, and we'll just have to get the chainsaw out and cut them ourselves. So like I said, this garden is just a little kind of a fun garden right here, and just has just some kind of fun little stuff in it. And again, these are that's one pot right there broken in half, and so those are beautiful irises that flower, and we just kind of did it like that. Again, just to show you and give you an idea of broken things that can be used in your yard, so you don't have to go and spend more money on something you don't need. So here we have asparagus, and it's really delicious because we've already had some. But this is how the asparagus grows, and you do want to cut it before it gets really thick because it's just not tender. But this is the asparagus plant right here. It's got plenty of seeds. It looks like dill actually, and it's not, but you can see that. You can see that it is indeed asparagus growing. So here we are with that. Let me see if I can get some more because we've cut a bunch down so we can eat it, and that's the whole purpose of having your own garden. But anyhow, so I'm not finding that other little one. Maybe there she is over there. Anyway, so we made a mosquito trap today, and it's nothing but a Coke bottle cut in half. I've got the recipe if you're interested. You put brown sugar, water, and you put yeast in it, and then you put some black tape around it, turn it upside down, and the mosquitoes are attracted to the black and the yeast, so that should be full, and you change them out every 2 weeks. So here we have this really wonderful corn. Now corn needs extra water. They are just very, very thirsty for water, so you definitely want to overload your corn plants with more water than the norm on that. Now we also have beets growing, some fresh beets, and I love those. I've been a chef for years, and I love making beets, fresh beets with steamed with rosemary and olive oil. I like making them in a salad with orange segments and olive oil and salt and pepper, kosher salt and pepper. But this is the corn that's coming up right here. We've also got pumpkin growing in this area, and that's why we built that trellis right there, because the pumpkin's going to grow up on that. Now over here in this garden, we need to cut some this tree back a little bit because it's not getting enough sunlight, so you can see that not much is growing. And again, timbers will be placed there. So now we have definitely have okra, a ton of okra in this garden, and we've got acorn squash, we got black beans maybe, and I'm really not sure what else. But once that sunlight comes through, it should be growing, but the birds tend to trample on that area, and so they might be kind of crushing some of those. So here we have butternut squash coming up right here. That's the butternut squash right there. You can see. Now that is plant. The other ones that I just showed you are from seed. We've got, these are some redbud trees that we are leaving in. This right here is a watermelon, and so that's going to be pretty cool. And I think there's watermelon over there as well. This right here is just elephant garlic, and you'll see that because it's just all over the garden. But it's not potent. So here we have our beautiful squash, our yellow squash, and you can see these are doing really well. So we should be getting some really good squash out of this really soon. And then there's an Italian squash that we planted over here that is called a cucuzza that's delicious. And then this area, of course, that's more garlic. I call them the Martians, but anyway, over here you can see a yellow again, but that's zucchini. So the plants are really healthy. The nutrients, there's plenty of nutrients and everything in this garden. So that's that. Over here in the St. Francis area, we've got some eggplant. We've got some radishes. Here's an eggplant right here growing that you can see. Those are irises again. And we've got another eggplant plant there. So there's just all kinds of stuff in here that are growing from seed and plant as well. And again, we use popsicle sticks to label everything. Here's some carrots, and we have some pickles. But anyhow, what I love most, I love all of it, but I love these peaches here. Check out these peaches. They're just fabulous. They're just going to be so delicious. There's a lot of peaches everywhere. And so we've got, two peach trees. I'm going to take you back a little bit to show you the, look at these peaches. I'm going to show you the, wow, look at this one. I'll show you the pears on the other side. Now in this garden we've got more cantaloupe, we've got peppers, we've just got so much stuff I can't even really tell you what it is. Can't even see the little sticks anymore because things are growing so much. Over here we have Big Jim chili peppers from New Mexico, and those are really hot. We've also got poblanos. Those are a couple of poblano plants right there. And of course this is all white onion that you see that's going to be massive. Another tomato plant that we put in, but that's the this right here is the Sun Gold tomatoes, those little ones that you pay like $4 a little container for. Well, we'll have this tree full in no time. And then over here we've got those red bell peppers, yellow bell peppers, jalapenos, and not really sure what else right here in these cages. But now check it out. These tomato plants, as you can see, massive. They were just little babies when we got them, but they are growing some wonderful, wonderful tomatoes that we haven't eaten yet, but they're just all over the place. I mean, they're big, they're little, they're growing, they're beautiful. I mean, you can just see them everywhere. Look at that. And my goodness, I come out here and count them. I think we have probably 30 plus, and they're just looking really nice. Can't wait to eat these. These are the heirlooms. You can tell because of the way that their skin sort of turns in. Now I know we have a whole lot more, but right now while I'm filming I can't find them, but here's some more. And so I'm just so proud of these tomatoes because this is, I think, the best tomato crop that I've ever had in my whole life. And I've been growing tomatoes for years. Look at those two guys. I think I missed them the other day. Sweet. Yeah, they're just, some of them like to be, those are definitely the heirlooms. You can see the skin, see? how they kind of curl up. But there's some more. And they're just all over the place. I just love them. I just absolutely love these guys. They just kind of hide out, and like there's 4 of them right there. You can see them. Get away, bug. Yeah, they're so cute. They're just adorable. Just adorable. But anyway, so there's more into the jungle of the tomatoes, and but for right now, that's what I can see. And so they give you this little yellow flower, and then after a few days they'll start growing that tomato. You just let them grow until, just keep checking them every day until they turn red, and then you can just eat them. Yes, there's another cluster of 3. There's some babies growing right here. But anyway, so Swiss chard. This is a rainbow Swiss chard, and that was planted from seed, but they call it rainbow because it's yellow. As you can see, the yellow, and it's red, and it's orange. So Swiss chard is in the, it's definitely in the family. Look at that healthy leaf. They're all healthy. It's in the spinach family, and it's just unbelievable. It tastes so good sauteed in restaurants. It's so expensive. This right here, Mary Grace and I put this 5-foot trellis up to let these peas grow on. They're actually snap beans, and you can see the snap beans right there. That's what they look like. It's starting to rain, so I'm going to have to go in a minute, but we've got a lot more back here growing, and I can't tell you exactly what everything is. It's looking good. So we're going to replace all the old ties with the new ties and get those things nailed in. Here you go again. And of course I just watered the garden, and now it's starting to rain. But I must go over here and show you these peaches. And yeah, we always love the beach. We'll be there soon. By the sea, all worries wash away. Isn't that true? So let's take you back to the pear tree. There's 3 pear trees over here, and they're just absolutely massive. I love them. Look at that. Just beautiful. Look at the rain on them. Pears. Just pears everywhere. Look at that. I'm just kind of turning it around, and oh, look at this. More. Just more pears. More pears just hanging. Now they'll drop on their own, but it's better to go on and just pick them. But they'll all pretty much probably fall together. They're just high up in the trees, lower. Yeah, look at that. It's just unbelievable. Holding my camera up to the sky. So it's starting to rain, and I guess we're going to have to call it a day over here at Casa Rodriguez. Even though we've got the torches going on, and we've been working all day, so we're going to just call it a day and probably just sit underneath the canopy over there. And so anyway, welcome to our garden, and thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.